Hello and welcome to the Awakened Creators Podcast. My name is Amanda and I am here this morning to reconnect. My absence from Awakened Creators has not been deliberate or meant to imply that I don't care. My absence from Awakened Creators and from producing consistent content has really been a product of the expansion of my own spirit and the growth of my own soul. You know, to some, spirituality is something that you wear or do or say. And for others, like myself, it's something that you participate in. It's something that you allow to shift you and change you and grow you and transform you and move you through these cycles of death and rebirth in a state of surrender. And so lately I have been on an extremely transformative journey. Really, I feel clearing out the last kind of vestiges of my previous incarnation. And I feel I'm getting close. I'm getting close to resolution. I'm getting close to healing these bits that have been stuffed away, really coated in there tight. I'm being given the opportunity now to go in there and really scrape out and clean out all the gunk that has prevented me from moving forward, from manifesting, from feeling whole, from feeling stable. And I just want to first and foremost apologize to those of you who have looked for and expected more consistency from me and have been disappointed. And to those of you who are also on a similar journey as I am here to give you permission to pull back and dig in to your personal spiritual growth. It's easy to get caught up in our outside appearance and our outside perception from others, and to want to demonstrate ourselves as something that we aspire to but maybe are not quite there yet. It's very tempting to gloss over the tough stuff and to act as if everything is already well and perfect in our lives, when the truth is far from it. Now, it's always been my goal and my intention to be as authentic and as real as possible about my own creative struggles, my own personal transformation, because I think that kind of authenticity and that level of vulnerability is very powerful, because it gives others permission to be that in themselves and to be who they are without having to cover up what they're going through, but also to know that there are others out there who are on similar paths, who have faced similar demons and conquered them and moved forward without them and healed them and integrated them and processed them, and are now on the other side of it in a better, more aligned capacity. And that isn't to say that I'm, reached some pinnacle of perfection. Far from it. I don't think that happens while we are in these human bodies. Perfection is for the other side. But while we are here in these human bodies, I think that it is our goal and supreme operative to pursue the continued elevation of our nature as human beings and as souls. So whether that means that we take it upon ourselves to find closure when others do not wish to apologize for past transgressions, or we have to heal within ourselves the transgressions that we pass upon our own hearts. And that, my friend, is part of this beautiful, crazy, chaotic, and yet orderly existence that is humanity. And we're going through a time where we are, as a collective consciousness, cleansing and awakening to the truth of who we've been and how we've operated and what we've allowed to push us and motivate us and move us through this experience. And facing that and asking ourselves, is that really who we want to be? Is that who we wish to become? What does your heart tell you you're here to do? What does your heart tell you you're here to be? And my guess is most of us are not doing that thing that's whispering inside, that's begging for us to spread our wings, to shine our heart lights for the world. Most of us, by circumstances around us, but not by accident, mind you, are caught in these cycles, in these mind traps, where we feel the need to perform or reach some pinnacle of cultural, societal perfection. But do you really want to? If you're really honest with yourself, what do you constitute as abundance? What do you constitute as prosperity? What do you constitute as the ultimate in achievement? I think everybody's answer is different. I think there are some who wish for the mansion and the sports cars, but I think there are others who wish for a small cottage in the country, or still others who wish for no home at all, but to travel the world. And I think all of those answers are valid and beautiful and perfect. And I think if everybody tuned in and centered their actions, their pursuits through their hearts, through their truest and greatest authentic expression, there would be room for everybody to be who they need to be. There would be room, and there is room, for everybody to live the life they were meant to live. You know, I get a lot of flack from others, one in particular, for my utopian, idealistic view of humanity. But I know that it's real, and I know we can get there, and I know that we are on our way. If we could just open our hearts a little bit more to each other, to ourselves, and forgive ourselves for the pain that we have caused our own hearts, for the pain that we have inflicted on our mirrors, our souls outside of us. We are not separate. We are not you and me and they and them. This side, that side, up, down, good, evil. We are one. We are one, expressing itself as many. And that includes all the spectrum, from shadow to light. And if we can return to who we truly are in our heart of hearts that is connected to the all that is, we will each find our place. And everything will come into balance. And there will be people who pursue certain tasks to satisfy humanity's need in this area, and others who go another way, and others who still go another way. And that's the beauty. There is no chaos when all is in balance. When every person is tuned in and living from their heart, there is no chaos. We cause the chaos because we are not in alignment with what we really are. We are not acting from the unconditional love vibration that we really are. And it disrupts things. And that disruption shows itself to us in the external. And we point at it and we say, look at them. How could they? No, my friend, it's within. It's a part of you. Now, it isn't to make you feel like you caused something. This is a collective job. This isn't one person. This is all of us. All of us together as one mind. But change and transformation happens one by one. So I call upon you and I ask you, when you really get quiet, when you really tune into your heart, what does it say? Does it seethe with hate? Does it foam at the mouth when it sees other souls living their lives? Or does it breathe with compassion? Does it ask for space? Does it ask for care and nurturing? Does it cry and ask, does anybody really love me? Do you love me? Do you love yourself? Do you really truly love yourself? Do you treat yourself with love and care? Do you put up your boundaries when people violate them? Before people violate them? Do you protect your feelings? When you're feeling down, do you push past it? Slapping yourself and saying, get over it, move on? Or do you sit and allow yourself to cry in the hands and the arms of yourself and say that it's gonna be okay? Do you give yourself time and space to breathe? Or do you live in a constant state of worry and anxiety? Do you ever look up at the sky and appreciate the fact that the sun has shone today? That we are allowed to be and exist here on this planet? you ever pause before you eat and recognize that this earth has been producing food for millennia for all its creatures, and there is plenty to go around. There is plenty when things are in balance. Now, I honestly don't know why I'm recording this. Quite frankly, I had sort of given up on the podcast as a fleeting idea that came and went. But I will tell you that when I feel called, I perform. That's my new MO, to listen to my heart above all else, to hear it call me into action, and to do what Spirit asks me to do when it asks me to do it, and to speak purely from my heart, whatever words may come, and to allow that vibration to go out into the world and enter the hearts of those who need it. That is my way of living my truth, and I encourage you to do the same. Thank you for being here. Thank you for connecting with me. I love you so much, and I hope you love you too. Namaste.